Hello everyone, welcome back. I recently took a road trip from Hyderabad to Udupi, and this time the journey turned out to be just as beautiful as the destination. So let's get started. It was a long drive, but somewhere near the Karnataka border, we came across this beautiful sunflower garden. We hadn't really planned to stop here, but sometimes the best moments on a road trip are the ones you don't plan for. Since Udupi was quite far away, we decided to take a break at Shivamogga for the night. We checked into the phone, had dinner, and called it a day. The next morning started with a beautiful balcony view. We got ready, had breakfast, and continued our journey towards Udupi. Honestly, this was one of my favorite parts of the entire trip. The roads were surrounded by mountains, greenery, and fog, with a little rain along the way. And somewhere along the way, we came across a place I hadn't ever heard about, and it's Nagara Fort. It wasn't a huge trek, but getting to the top meant walking through all its greenery. Luckily, it started drizzling while we were there. The little bit of rain made the whole place feel even more peaceful. The peak of the fort is used to be the watchtower of the fort, and the view from there was beautiful. We spent some time taking pictures and just enjoying the view before continuing our journey. The weather continued to get better as we drove. Somewhere along the way, we even spotted a beautiful peacock after the rain. Eventually, we reached Udupi and called it a day. Day 3 started at Veronica Cornelia, a beautiful riverside stay. What made this place special was its location. Backwaters on one side and the sea on the other. Later, we moved to another stay in Udupi, this time with a beautiful beach view. And this was the view from our room. In the evening, we started exploring the beach. The entire beach was covered with seashells, which made it look completely different from the beaches I used to be seeing. Because of the heavy rains, the sea was rough and water had turned muddy. Later, we went to the Padukire endpoint. The view here was incredible, especially with the tides and the open sea stretching out in front of us. We spent all the evening in the beach and called it a day. Day 4, we started to Jog Falls, one of the tallest waterfall in India. Visiting it during this weather was probably the best decision. It was raining and the mountains were covered in clouds and mist. The entire place felt completely different from what we usually see in pictures. We took a local jeep ride to the other side of the Jog Falls to experience the scenery even more closer. Along our way back, we came across the hanging bridge. What's interesting is that the bridge isn't just a tourist attraction. Locals actually use it to travel from one side of the river to the other, even on two-wheelers. By the time we reached Udupi, it was already night. And there is something about beaches at night that I usually enjoy. The sounds of the waves, the wind, and the darkness around you. You just sit there and enjoy it. The next morning, we started our journey towards Bhadra Wildlife Sanctuary. We had booked a jeep safari which lasted around an hour and a half, and we were lucky enough to spot quite a few animals along the way. We saw a bear cub, deer, peacocks, and some other birds. And with that, our wildlife experience came to an end. We headed back towards Chikmagalur for the night. The next morning, we started our journey back to Hyderabad. Thanks for coming along. I'll see you in the next one.